We'll open up there was nobody signed in, but if anybody would like to address council, this is certainly your time to address any issue before council. It is certainly your right. And I sincerely mean any issue. It is certainly, you have a right to come up and speak to us. You're kidding.
That was good.
I'll save the date for you.
Please sign in.
It's on the side.
Somebody moved it on the wrong side.
My name's Len Young, resident of Monroeville, many, many years. And I will say those trails in Heritage Park that gentleman fixed up, I guess the statute of limitations has run out, because back in the early 70s, we used to ride our dirt bikes back there a lot.
Don't tell anybody.
And had a lot of fun. It was blast back there. It was real nice. 90 acres and all the way down to McGinley Road and everything. Okay, so here it is fall, and it's budget time again. So just a little curious if the council's been taking up any sort of budget items yet that maybe we can avoid another tax increase this year after last year's, 64% increase?
Well, let me put it this way to you. The budget hasn't been presented yet to council. I still think I'll turn it over to Mr. Little, but that should be public
Just
hearings will be
concerned
coming up.
because,
The budget will be presented on Tuesday evening.
yeah. So we've been looking at the different budget items and maybe finding ways to save a little money here and there.
Always.
Well,
It
didn't
hasn't
save
been
too much
per-
last year, raising the taxes 60-some percent. What was the number? Was it 64, 65%?
Well-
Anybody know here? Budget
What was your
people?
question? I'm sorry.
What
On
was the
budget
amount of
comment-
increase
yeah,
in the
but
budget?
again,
The taxes for last year, increased our property
If
tax.
you amortize it since '92, since the last tax increase, yeah, if you look at it, well, how many years is that?
20-some years.
Yeah, it's 22 years.
We
If you
break
look at
that.
the other side
So
of the
divide
equation.
22 into your 64, and what do
It
you?
was a 1.5
Yeah.
something mil increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you look at the
yeah, Len,
values of
Len,
properties kept
you know,
going
you
up.
should be addressing your comments
Yes.
to me, but we haven't really been, the budget hasn't been really presented
Mm-hmm.
officially to us. Certainly, I know that council as well as myself are going to have a lot of comments on it. I'm sure of that you'll certainly have your comments as a resident, as well as anybody sitting here, and the listening audience can do that as well. So there's plenty of time to work on the budget, if you will, but I'm sure Mr. Lawley and Mr. Little are doing their due diligence, and I'm sure we'll still have our comments, I'm sure.
Yeah, I
And
just
you
want
will.
to try to avoid the annual, December should be a very joyful time, but last year especially became very contentious with the tax increase.
I understand that.
Yeah, so
Believe me, that was
Concerned about
painful
that.
for everybody, including everybody up here. So,
okay,
thank you for your comments, sir.
you're welcome.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave the floor open for anybody that would like to address council. This is certainly your time to do so. All right, would you please sign in and state your name for the record?
My name's Bob Davis. I'm with the Point Circle Association. I want to read a letter that we received and make council aware of what's going on. The letter is addressed to the Municipal Council of the Municipality of Monroeville, Monroeville, PA. It's regarding the acre review request for the Municipality of Monroeville in Allegheny County. Dear Municipal Council, as you know, the Office of Attorney General received a request from the Point Circle Association to review the municipality of Monroeville's timber harvest ordinance number 2529, pursuant to Section 314 of Act 38 of 2005, which is the acre law. It appears from our review that provisions of that ordinance unlawfully prohibit or limit normal agricultural operations in violation of Act 38. We are prepared to bring legal action against the municipality pursuant to Section 315 of Act 38 to invalidate or enjoin the enforcement of the ordinance provisions. Before doing so, however, We write to offer the municipality an opportunity to provide relevant information or materials, or to meet with us to discuss the matter. Please contact Senior Deputy Attorney General Susan Bucknam to discuss the municipality of Monroeville's position. And it's signed by the Executive Deputy Attorney General. We came before council a couple years ago with a reasonable request to do some timbering. We would like to know what action will be taken by the municipality, the council, the engineers, and when, based on the options the Attorney General provided in this letter that you've had for almost 2 weeks. We hope that the municipality, their council, and the engineers will not burden the taxpayers with another litigation, attorney fees, or other professional fees for something that was reasonably done. So with that, any response? Greg?
We'll respond at the end of the Citizens Night. Yes, we will. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep the floor open for anybody who would like to address council. This is certainly your time to address us. Seeing none, we will close that proportion of our meeting. And Mr. Dice, you did want to have a comment.
Well, I think it's appropriate to respond to the Attorney General's letter. So you're aware, our office has responded already. On October 6, 2014, we sent off a letter to the author of that letter, and it makes reference to the review requests. And I'm going to read portions of our response to them. Please be advised that our office represents Monroeville and thereafter will be representing Monroeville regarding this matter. We're in receipt of your letter dated September 24th in which you allege that provisions of ordinance number 2529 unlawfully prohibit or limit normal agricultural operation in violation of Act 38, to which the municipality adamantly disagrees. Moreover, in this review of this letter, there is no explanation of the alleged violations or any findings of the Attorney General's inquiry. Consequently, we respectfully request a more detailed analysis of the alleged violations so we may adequately respond. Without getting into the substance of any of the underlying issues raised in your letter, we believe there are procedural errors that preclude the Attorney General's office from pursuing this first review of Act 38 by your own publication in the AG's office on whether or not an action can be brought. You must bring your challenge within 120 days from the receipt of the request. Enclosed, and we give them a copy of the publication where their own publication that says they only have 120 days. It's our understanding that Point Circle filed a request with the AG's office on or about September 19th, 2013. As per the enclosed letter from your office dated September 26th, 2013. That's their letter to us. A copy of that letter is also attached. Presently, it's been more than 1 year since the AG office decided to pursue this, which is a clear violation of the statute. Consequently, it's the municipality's position, given the exhibits, that AG's office failure to provide notice that it intended to bring an action within 120 days precludes the AG's office from now bringing any action. This is further supported by the statute, and I go on to cite the statute. It goes on for a page and a half. In the instant matter, Point Circle Association is a nonprofit, non-stock association, an owner of a common open space of 29.4 acres. Point Circle Association is not an owner or farmer that is in business of carrying out normal agricultural operations. It is a homeowners association essentially monitoring covenants and conditions and restrictions that run with the land. Point Circle's normal operations do not include the production or preparation of market, poultry, livestock, harvesting, or preparation of any agricultural or horticultural activities. Act 38 is essentially a mechanism for farmers, not homeowners associations, to seek administrative review. Thirdly, we also provide a copy of the order of court and opinion by the court that found this ordinance to be lawful and legal. and I don't know whether they ever saw that. No one ever took an appeal from that order, so that order stands as affirmed now, and it's absolute. So for those three reasons, we have gone back to them and indicated that we don't believe they have a case.
All righty, and counsel?